Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something truly special, rare photos of Helen Mirren that you've probably never seen before. These aren't just snapshots, they're windows into untold stories from her incredible life and career. From her early days on stage to her rise as a Hollywood icon, these images capture moments that shaped her into the legend she is today. Stick with me until the end, because we've got some jaw-dropping photos and stories you won't want to miss. Did you know Helen Mirren once performed in a play so controversial it shocked audiences in the 1960s? We've got a rare photo from that exact moment, and trust me, it's a stunner. But before we get there, let's set the stage. Helen Mirren, born in 1945 in London, grew up in a working-class family with big dreams. She wasn't born into fame, but her passion for acting was clear from the start. As a young girl, she'd perform in school plays, already showing the spark that would make her a star. Imagine a teenage Helen, standing on a small stage, captivating everyone around her. That's where our first rare photo comes, in a black and white shot of a young Helen in a school production, her eyes full of determination. This photo isn't just cute, it's proof of her raw talent even back then. Now, let's fast forward to the 1960s. Helen was in her 20s, and this was when things got really interesting. She joined the Royal Shakespeare Company, one of the most prestigious theater groups in the world. But here's the thing, theater in the 60s wasn't always polite and proper. Some performances pushed boundaries, and Helen was right in the middle of it. One rare photo we found shows her in a bold, avant-garde play that had audiences gasping. She's in a dramatic pose, wearing a costume that screams rebellion. This image captures a side of Helen most people don't know: a fearless young actress willing to take risks. Want to hear the crazy story behind that play? Keep watching, because it's coming up later, and it's wild. Have you ever wondered what Helen Mirren was like off stage, just living her life? We've got a candid photo from the 1970s that shows her in a way you've never seen: relaxed, laughing, and totally unaware of the camera. This was before she was a household name, back when she was just Helen, hanging out with friends in London. The photo shows her in bell-bottoms, sipping coffee at a cafe, with a smile that's pure joy. It's a reminder that even icons have their everyday moments. But what makes this photo special is the story behind it. It was taken during a tough time in her career when she was doubting herself. Yet, that smile shows her resilience. Isn't it amazing how a single photo can tell such a big story? Let's talk about her big break. In the 1980s, Helen started getting noticed for roles in films like Excalibur and The Long Good Friday. But behind the scenes, she was still finding her footing in a male-dominated industry. One rare photo from this time shows her on the set of Excalibur, in a flowing medieval gown, looking every bit the queen she'd later play. The catch? She was freezing cold during that shoot, and the crew had to wrap her in blankets between takes. It's a fun glimpse into the not-so-glamorous side of filmmaking. This photo reminds us that even stars like Helen had to push through tough moments to shine. What's the one role that changed everything for Helen Mirren? If you're thinking the Queen, you're spot on, but there's a rare photo from that set that's absolutely mind-blowing. We'll get to it soon, I promise, so don't go anywhere. Before that, let's look at the 1990s, when Helen was taking on diverse roles, from TV dramas to gritty crime films. One photo from this era shows her in character as a tough police detective in Prime Suspect. She's staring intensely into the camera, her face full of grit and determination. This role wasn't just a job. It redefined how women were portrayed in crime dramas. That photo captures the moment Helen became a trailblazer, and the story of how she prepared for that role is something you need to hear. Stick around for that. Let's shift gears to something a bit more personal. Helen Mirren has always been open about her love for adventure. In the early 2000s, she took a break from acting to travel, and we found a rare photo of her hiking in Italy, looking completely carefree. She's in a sun hat, with a backdrop of rolling hills, and you can just feel her soaking in the moment. This photo isn't just beautiful. It shows a side of Helen that's all about living life to the fullest. Want to know what inspired that trip? It's a heartwarming story, and it's coming up later in the video. Okay, let's get to the Queen photo I teased earlier. This is the one you've been waiting for. It's 2006, and Helen is on set, dressed as Queen Elizabeth II, standing in a grand palace hallway. The photo captures her mid-scene with a look so regal it's hard to believe she's acting. This role won her an Oscar, and this image shows why. The crazy part? Helen almost turned down the role because she was nervous about playing such an iconic figure. Can you imagine? The story of how she got convinced to take it is so inspiring. And it's one of the untold stories we're unpacking today. Did you know Helen Mirren has a secret talent that's nothing to do with acting? We've got a photo that reveals it, and it's coming up next. In recent years, Helen has embraced her status as a Hollywood legend, but she's never lost her down-to-earth charm. A rare photo from a 2010 Seconds charity event shows her painting. She's holding a brush, smiling at the canvas, and it's clear she's in her element. This moment shows her creative side, and the story behind her love for art is so cool. It's one of those things that makes you love her even more. As we wrap up, let's reflect on why these photos matter. Each one tells a story of Helen Mirren's journey, her struggles, her triumphs, and her unstoppable spirit. From a young dreamer in school plays to an Oscar-winning icon, she's lived a life full of surprises. And here's the final hook. We've saved the rarest photo for last. It's a never-before-seen shot from her personal collection, shared by a close friend. This photo captures a moment so intimate and powerful, it'll give you chills. I'm not going to spoil it, but you have to watch until the end to see it. So, there you have it, rare photos and untold stories of Helen Mirren that show her like never before. If you loved this deep dive, hit that like button and share this video with your friends. And don't forget to watch until the very end for that final breathtaking photo. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.